Hello, this is Dominic Falgrand, your local lazy gamer, coming at you once more with a wee bit of whatever the fuck this is. Daemon X Machina. I've been poking at this on and off for a very long time. And right now that we have to stream, I figured I might as well try and finish it. There shouldn't be a whole lot left in the story. So it's going to be mostly grinding, and then once I think I'm strong enough, we're going to push into it. So. Is that menu audio dead, or is it just... We'll see. We'll see. There it is. I had the volume turned off for some reason. Weird. Congrats. Nice that you have some pizza. Right. Now, what do I have to do? That's my sexy robot. Why do I have 2 machine gun arms? Doesn't matter. That's my sexy robot. Okay, if we get 2 more ice cream cones, we get something. Oh, hello, little doggy. We can't pet the doggy. Terrible game. Worst game of the series. We can't pet the doggy. What's the point? My God. How dare they? How dare they? It's awesome that the doggy follows us. It gets bonus points for that. But we can't pet the doggo. Right. Nope, we're not looking for multiplayer. Oh, we have a lot of free missions. Right, we need to get back into the swing of it. So we're going to do some low-level missions.
Mission briefing. Briefing will now commence.
Yay.
This mission is a request from Orbital. A consortium train has been claimed by AI. The objective of this mission is to destroy the train.
Just destroy it.
Because the train is moving at high speed, Orbital will loan you an additional booster.
Yay.
Complete any necessary preparations. Then stand by and await dispatch. Briefing over.
Right, so we'll use this mission to kind of get us into the swing of it. And then we're just going to go straight back into the game and see what happens. I'm fairly confident we're towards the end of it.
Scanning battlefield. Femtoparticle density
Oh,
is low.
this is new.
Short-range radar will not be affected.
No? Ah, here we go.
Detecting train. Its defense systems have been enhanced. Caution is advised.
So we have these additional boosters, but I don't know how to use them. Oh, square. Circle it? Nope. Ah, here we go. Okay, so that's how we do it. Perfect.
80% BP remaining.
Okay, now that I think I'm starting to get used to the movements here.
Target response diminishing. 60% BP remaining.
Perfect.
Target response diminishing. 40% BP remaining.
And thankfully, because I'm using these machine gun arms, I don't have to worry about reloading.
Response diminishing. 20% BP remaining.
So it's just a matter of just pushing into them. And done.
Destroyed. Mission complete. Mission
Okay.
accomplishment recognized. Initiating return sequence.
I don't know how to feel about that. I took an unmerciful beating and nothing really beneficial. Right. At least we completed the mission. That's all that matters. Yep, give me that double ice cream cone. Ooh, yogurt and... what's that? Peach? Right, one more to go. And now that we have the touch-up mission done, let's go and do the actual mission. Now watch as we get
We have the
absolutely
coordinates
fucked.
for the gravity test facility.
Okay.
Your objective is to confirm its existence and destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
Empress used the coordinates for the previous 3 facilities to determine the most probable location of the 4th.
Number 4, huh? How many of these Black Lotus things are there anyway?
This is the last one.
What makes you so sure?
Something that massive doesn't get built without a lot of time and even more resources. And when you're dealing with the sort of specialized equipment that gravity control requires, fudging the records isn't an option. From looking over the records of the Ovalink project, I saw no indication that a 5th facility even exists.
There's only one merc left who cut ties with the Reclaimers to join Grief. He wouldn't let such a talented soldier go to waste.
The Major.
Indeed.
Wait a minute. I have my doubts about these coordinates. Aren't they just an educated guess?
I have absolute confidence in my calculations, but yes, you're right. Technically, this is a guess. The Black Lotuses were constructed with powerful stealth capabilities. We're incapable of locating them using long-range radar.
We sent on some observation drones, but the moment they left the safe zone, the Immortals gobbled them up. Guess even they can't say no to snacks.
The 4th Black Lotus has spent more time than the others conducting synchronicity experiments with the Dominator. It likely has all the data that has been collected up until now. We have to destroy it as soon as possible. However...
Knowing Grief, there's a good chance we'd be walking straight into a trap.
Precisely. If we launch an all-out assault on what turns out to be a trap, we're screwed. Especially if Grief picks that moment to drop the moon on our heads.
Then I'll make this simple. I'll go on ahead and scope it out. If the Black Lotus is there, begin the mission and order all Reclaimers to launch an all-out assault.
It's not that simple, Johnny. If the Black Lotus is there, so is the Major. You don't stand a chance against him.
So worst case scenario, I die.
Listen to what you're saying.
I'm coming with you.
Lieutenant!
But let's get one thing straight. It doesn't matter if we find the Black Lotus or get caught in Grief's trap. I'm not dying today.
Very well. Lieutenant Diablo, Private First Class Johnny G. I select you for this mission. Dispatch to the designated coordinates and confirm the presence of the Black Lotus.
Roger that. You heard the man, Rookie. You are coming with us, aren't you?
That would be best.
No choice in the matter, actually.
Get your arsenal ready. Let's go, Johnny.
Way ahead of you, Lieutenant. I'm waiting on you, actually. Come on, get a move on.
How many times have you brought us back from the brink? Don't die out there. That's your objective for this mission. The only one that matters. You will come home alive. That's an order.
Approach complete.
Ugh.
You have arrived at the mission area. Scanning battlefield. Femtoparticle density is low. Radar will not be affected.
Okay.
Initiating each arsenal's data link. Opening squad communications channel. Attention.
Okay.
Black Lotus detected. Report this to headquarters to complete the mission.
Looks like Empress's hunch was right. Johnny, contact BG.
Launching communications buoy. The femtoparticles are pretty light, so hopefully this will get through.
Johnny, what's the situation?
Oh, excuse me.
I'm sending the data now. We got ourselves a big-ass flower to deal with. Begin the all-out assault.
Mission complete. Mission accomplishment recognized.
Well done. Get out of there and wait for our...
Brigadier General is
Attack
gone.
just destroyed the communications buoy. Where'd it come from?
Oh,
Alert. Detecting 2 arsenals approaching from above. Regret and gloom of terrors.
Terrors? The Major's not with them?
I'm here, Diablo. I thought we might get to fight face to face, but...
Get out here! Where the hell are you hiding?
Crimson Lord, continue your synchronicity tests. We'll dispose of this trash.
As you wish. If you can't beat them, Lieutenant, you will never beat me. Now, show me your power.
Lieutenant! Rookie! Incoming!
honestly, it's kind of disappointing how he suddenly turned. It was kind of a lot of this stuff was kind of rushed.
Seems rather arrogant.
But he has the highest synchronicity rate with the Dominator of any test subject thus far.
Yes, I know. This is all for the Professor. Nothing has changed.
Wait there, Major! I'll pull you out!
There we go. Right, we can now fight. Come on. There. Right, this fight really begins now. Sorry, bitch, but I have some pretty impressive land-based maneuverability. None you can do against me. Nothing. In fact, my sexy mech only knows how to strafe and shoot. In fact, it can't even pick up a gun. It's literally all guns. Where are you, you prick? Why are you running away?
I will get even.
I didn't expect your two allies to put up such a...
I'm just standing here. The fucker ran himself into a corner.
Which means I'm the strongest in the world!
And I've gotten stronger too. There's no way I'd let the rookie do all the heavy lifting now.
The situation is unexpected, but we can't allow...
That should be Gloom done now.
Alert. An arsenal has emerged from the Black Lotus. It is Crimson Lord's unit.
Shit. Gloom is down to 0, but he's not dead.
Go back, Crimson Lord. Your synchronicity tests are not finished.
That's why I'm going. It'll be too late after the moon falls. Besides, I've stored up enough power.
There you are!
So this is the Dominator's power. Not bad.
Dear, we're Return at once!
Move. What the hell do you think you're doing? Didn't you hear me? You're in my way.
Regret. It's impossible for us to continue this battle.
You don't want this thing to be destroyed, do you? I'll cover for you two and defend it then. No need to.
We need to deliver our calculations thus far to Grief. Fine. We'll withdraw.
Finally, it's just us. It's time I showed you just how much stronger I've become.
Ditched your new friends already, huh?
They didn't put...
I have no friends. No one really understands me. Not then, not now, not ever.
Where is he?
Is that why you killed Sergeant Drake?
You're still not over that? It's very simple. She died because she was weak. No other reason.
You're wrong. The Sergeant was strong. She was stronger than you'll ever be.
I don't know. The sudden shift was... It's not bad, but it was so sudden, it's not really great either. Like, I didn't have any real time with this Crimson guy to form a connection, or even the general, the captain or whatever she was, the lieutenant, that got murdered. But if you put aside the fact that the story was so-and-so, the gameplay is actually not bad. Is this it? No. Where is he? Like, legitimately, where is the prick? I'm hearing a lot of moaning, but not enough killing, you know?
Man, this is tough.
Who's fighting? Are they fighting? 'Cause that sounds very sus right now. Ah.
I'm good. We're good. It's all good.
Johnny, you're not good. And you're very dismissive at the fact you're fighting fucking Crimson right now. Yeah, there's this fighter jet we have to deal with. Okay, finally. Now, all that's left is to find him and kill him. Like, he's proven to be surprisingly difficult to find. I know he's out there fighting. Ah, there he is. There we go. The lock-on range is terrible. What the hell happened? I feel like it should be better than this. Did I change a part without realizing it? Where is he? Where is he? There. Where? There. There he is. Finally. No? He's chunky, but the biggest issue is how he moves. He does these weird bursts. At least it's not hard. Yes. Where? Where? Where the fuck is he? There. I'm dependent a lot on my little robot drones to hunt him down and shoot him. Seriously, he leaves the arena. Where is he? There. I don't see him. Where is he? There. Come on. Where are you? There. Should I try and bring him down to ground level? I feel like if I bring him down to ground level, I might actually be able to fight him. No? Ah, there it is. That's how you cancel it. Okay. We're gonna see if we can bait him down. Yep, we got him onto lands. Well, it's not necessarily easier. We have him down here, we can fight him. Because we remove the amount of elevation he has options to. Perfect.
Slick moves, Lieutenant. And you're not too shabby either, Private. I see you haven't forgotten your teachings.
Of course I haven't. I'm stronger because of you. So why did you betray us?
This isn't betrayal.
Yeah.
I never once thought of you or the others as my comrades.
God, the range on this thing is weird.
Position within bullet works.
It's like I'm supposed to be really close to fight him.
What? I will surpass the limits of my own humanity. This power I now wield, it's what I've sought all along.
You're wrong, and I'm...
No, I've trained my body, sharpened my mind, polished my skills, all in my lifelong pursuit of strength. My honor, even life itself, is just a way to prove one's strength.
What do you say?
Can speeches stop a war? Can thoughts and prayers prevent a riot? The answer is no. I've seen it for myself too many times to count. I mean, you're not... You're really holding your own against me.
Yeah, once we got him to the ground, it became an easier fight.
So fast. What is the secret of your power?
Pizza.
You've lost your way, Major. Whatever this is, it's not real strength.
Not real?
No. Just like how you never lost to anyone, I'm not gonna lose to this version of you. Because I finally understand what true strength is!
Friendship? There's a friendship is magic moment.
Run your mouth. It's time we settled once and for all which of us is stronger. Get ready, Diablo.
Bring it on!
That's the spirit.
Where is he? Where is he? There. We need to take a moment to heal up.
Man, this is tough.
I wonder why we're missing their drones. Don't tell me he shot them down. Well, he's dead now anyway.
When I could feel my age, that's when I knew the clock was ticking. I couldn't stand it. A warrior is supposed to fight until they die. But a warrior too old to fight? All they can do is die.
That's not true.
More than anything, I was afraid of having no more battles to fight. The battlefield is the only home I've ever known. I had no choice.
How can you say that? We're free to choose how we live. That's why life has value.
You only think that because you're still young. Looks like I'm finally going to lose.
Damn it, Major!
Look at all
You can
this.
still fight!
Like, think about for a second. All this motion on the mechs
Too far gone.
implies that they're manually moving the mechs to do this.
Dominator's influence is starting to take hold.
Like, oh,
Guess it did need
the
to be
drama.
under control.
And he just pulls the controllers and pushes the buttons to make the mech lift the hand and hold his head.
I still haven't beaten you!
No. You have. I've been seeking death since the day I got your sister killed. But I couldn't just throw away my pride as a warrior.
Your pride?
Oh, this is new.
Words can only say so much.
Trying to keep up with you taught me that.
In the end, only one of us could survive.
I have to live.
And I must die here. But losing to you... it's not a bad way to go, actually.
Wait! Please don't go!
Defeat grief. Prove to him the strength of your convictions. Show him how strong you've become.
God damn it! Why? Why am I stronger than you? Why did you make me so goddamn strong? Major, if it wasn't for this goddamn battle, you and the sergeant, you'd still be...
You're right. That's why we must end this battle once and for all.
VG, you're late.
So I am. Even so, you all performed admirably.
Is this really the end?
Strange that grief never showed up. This was his last stronghold after all.
True. But we know for certain that he no longer has the means to trigger a moonfall. What's your next move, Grief?
That's not true. He has one more means to trigger a moonfall. But does the game know about that one other means? Oh, I almost ran out of bullets. Yeah, that's true. Actually, I need to loot his body. Come back here. Was it this? No. E? Here we go. I'll take the Agni Flame. Honestly, that was probably the... They made a lot of weird choices there. Because the whole floating in the fog thing, they kind of removed them from the mechs and have them have a face-to-face. It's an interesting thing, but wasn't really employed very well. Mostly because this was the first time we ever saw anything of its kind. And because we never really spent time with any of these characters in any meaningful way, I didn't really feel much about them. And some of their changes in personalities and shifts in philosophies were just drastic. Like, this could have been so much more impactful if I had a better understanding of who Crimson was before it happened.
Connected to
Or even
the one
Diablo.
true future.
The gameplay is fine. The story is okay. It just falls short in certain areas. That's all. Felt surface level? Yeah, I suppose that's a good way of putting it. Oh, the combat isn't bad. I imagine why you dropped it is probably the story. Like, the combat's okay. It's a bit samey. The mech customization is okay. But again, I think the biggest downfall is the story. And it's not even a bad story, as I said. It's just, it plays with the cliches in a very non-committal way. It doesn't put enough effort into developing the characters at a personal level. And then it kind of pushes this hefty drama on us when we don't even know the characters enough to give a shit. I think a part of that might have to do with the fact that there's too many characters. And they're trying to push these different stories and themes. And it has this image of an evolving world where we're kind of interacting with these people as we go. But it falls short because as we interact with these people, we get surface level interactions. Nothing committal, nothing that really screams, this character's up to stuff. Or we should actually give a shit about them. And then, at the end of it, you have these big dramatic reveals and events and this massive cascading story where all the different characters come together. But because you spend no time with all the different characters, you don't feel anything. FOM, yeah, Vista Mare did a lot to make you give a shit about most of the characters. The only person it didn't make us give a shit about was, what was it? What's he named? Those girls that show up at Mission 12 that dictate what storyline you end up on. I don't know anything about them. I don't even know if they show up on Story B. But I know in Story A, they appear in that one mission. They're referred to as being the superstar female anti-Earth militia. And then they disappear. They're introduced as being kind of crackheads, like crazy, desperate, off-hinged type of people. But also somewhat considerate. But then at the end of it, they're gone and we never see them. Yeah, the Mars' Angels or whatever they're called. We never see them again after that. And because of that, those characters in particular fall flat. But at the same time, they never actually show up again, so we never really have to deal with them. The only thing I wonder is, will they show up if we went on Story Mission B? And I don't think they will. I don't think they ever show up outside of that one mission. Except unless maybe they do another mission in the future, because the second half of Story Mission B, or Story B, is supposed to be drastically different than the first half of it. You know, the difference between A and B. And the major difference comes down to whether or not we were able to get the true data. Because we get the false data from our friend and the true data from the angels. And in story A, we use the true data in conjunction with the false data to guess at what we need. And that leads to the true ending. But in Story B, we won't have that true data, which means we'd be given false data that's easily disproving, and that false data will probably set Mars against us. That's what I'm thinking. Even though that ends up going that way anyway. Dominator awaits at the center of the oval link. Reclaimers, focus all your firepower into the Dominator until it's been wiped off the face of the Earth.
The objective of this mission is to destroy the entity known as the Dominator at the center of the oval link.
Then why all this fuss about some big rock? Sounds like all we gotta do is beat the crap out of this Dominator thing.
Patience. 4. Replay the message.
Affirmative. Replay.
Well done, everyone. We have nearly reached the moment when all will be woven as one.
Wait. What do you mean by all has been woven as one?
Grief. Why, you...
It goes on. Shut up and listen.
If you wish to know the world I have seen, to witness the unfolding of the appointed time, come to me. The journey to transcend the laws of life itself awaits. I hope to see you all very soon.
What the hell is this crap? How come he's not more ticked at us for destroying his Black Lotuses?
Because he doesn't care.
Q, which suggests his ambition remains unthwarted still.
We cannot let Grief's plans come to fruition.
No.
We must reach the Dominator at the center of the oval link.
I don't think they've realized yet, and I don't know if the developers realized. But if they want to do a moonfall, they just have to go back to the first set of towers, or gravity towers that are publicly known, destroy them, and the moon will fall. The moonfall is an easy objective. While they're fighting these 4 tower anchors that are pulling the moon down, blow up the ones that are keeping the moon up. That's it. Fight's over. The moon has landed.
Our best shot of destroying it is by deploying all of our forces to attack it from multiple fronts.
Payback time. Western 7 style.
Let's not tarry any longer. The time has come for the 5 Hells to enforce justice.
The Steel Knights are coming too. If you thought we kicked ass before, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Panzer Crown will join too. I don't want to wake up to the future that thing's gonna bring.
Don't forget about innocence. There's no way we're letting things end here. Not after we finally found our reason to live.
Reclaimers, prepare for dispatch. It's time to end this.
I'm ready to roll now. The rest of you better not keep me waiting.
It's a little plot hole.
God save us as we embark on this.
Unless they use it.
The laws of life itself.
Thanks, but the devil's luck has kept me alive so far, and I'm not shifting gears now.
Grief's gonna regret ever making enemies of immortal innocence. We'll be dispatching immediately.
My eyes are open now. I will crush his ambitions to powder.
I'll see you all on the battlefield.
One sec.
I am only an AI created to support you all. For what it's worth, I hope you make the right choice when the time comes.
I think there's still the unanswered question of why the AI is operating in the background. No, that was answered. It wasn't the AI. It was actually the guy we're about to fight now. Not the Dominator. The what's his face? The guy with the weird face that's like, come here and we'll do this cultist bullshit.
Approach complete. You have arrived at the mission area. Scanning battlefield. Femtoparticle density is very high. Connecting radar system to the search probe in the mission area. Deploying short-range radar. Radar is unaffected. Establishing a data link between all units through their respective squad leaders. Opening communications channel.
Grief won't come
This is a
out.
cool looking
I
location.
don't intend to let him keep us waiting. All squads, begin the all-out attack. Bullet works, split into smaller teams and get in there.
Here we go. God.
You hanging in there, Zoa?
You know,
Good.
a part of me misses playing Zone of the Enders now.
The quicker we crush these fools, the sooner we can celebrate. Sounds good to me.
Is that weird? Is anyone else missing that game? So heaven knows I am.
So, how should we do this?
Kill them all. What else? I'm already locked on.
Wicked. Let's go, girls.
Yes, Empress.
Okay, what's going on with this guy? Oh, he's just chunky, that's all.
We are but two against a veritable army.
Does that concern you, young master?
Not at all. Their superior numbers are no match against our combined might.
Okay, how do I access you? Circle? Here we go. Oh, tree.
It would seem moderation is no longer required.
Yes. Let us enforce justice. In the name of House Valentine.
You miss Zone of the Enders on an almost monthly basis. I don't blame you. God, it's a great show, game. It's a series I still wish they were able to make more for. But they won't.
But this time,
It's just a pity.
Christ your lives.
Crude, but appropriate in the situation.
I'm fighting with my crew!
Now we're cooking. I'ma kill these suckers dead.
I hope you're right, Klondike.
Let the game begin!
What the hell is with this thing? God, he took a loss.
It's a little too late to be asking that, bro.
Look at him. Come on, come on. Let's take them all down.
Oh my fucking God, where did you come from?
Alert.
Oh,
Detecting 2 arsenals. And strong femto responses from each one.
that's Grief and the other one, right?
The femto responses are more powerful than those of standard arsenals.
You will go no further. If you wish to pass this point, you must defeat us. If you can, that is.
You are too late. All you can do is submit to the never-ending spiral. I will not allow anyone to interfere.
Okay, I feel it. Yeah, that's the other thing that bugs me.
Where are they?
This game keeps using these interesting phrases in really weird areas without any real context, and it's like, what? Like, what spiral is she talking about? We're trying to end the spiral of life and death. Like, what's going on? How does this combat compare? If I'm going to be perfectly honest, there's a level of similarity in the combat style, but the similarity kind of ends after a bit, because I feel like this game tries to do the close quarters combat that well, it's hard to explain.
Diablo and Johnny G are heading towards...
Like, it's really hard to explain.
The three of them should rendezvous shortly.
There's a level of similarity, but this game has the added benefit of flight combat. The flight combat is kind of poorly balanced, because from what I can tell, the range drop-off for combat is more suited to Armored Core style. But Armored Core's style of fighting is built for that specific kind of fighting. And it's a greater drop-off to accommodate for the fact that there is medium to long-range fighting. This game has a lot of medium and long range fighting, but its weapons are geared for shorter range combats, which sounds weird because the game punishes you for high velocity combat because there's no auto lock. Because there's no auto lock, it's hard to engage in melee combat in the same way you might engage it in Armored Core, and it's hard to engage it in high velocity combat as well. So you're kind of locked into strafe combat, which again is something Armored Core does, but Armored Core does have the benefit of a variety of weapons that kind of balance each other out, that allows you to move in and out of different combats or to commit to one style of combat. The mech customization itself is very linear in that there's like maybe 4 variations of mechs. Ultimately it's light, medium or heavy, and they dictate how fast you move, and you kind of have to question how much speed you want on ground, whether you want to put some speed into air combat. But because of how many dimensions are in the air combat and how fast some of the bosses can move in the air, it's honestly better to move the bosses to the ground. At which point, it kind of doesn't justify building for air combat. But that's a me thing. Like, that's me. So if I was to compare between the two, I'd say Armored Core probably has a more refined combat system. But this game, while basic, doesn't slouch. It's good for what it's trying to do. And I think that's fine. That's honestly fine. It doesn't have to be comparable to, you know, Armored Core or anything like that in perfection or style or anything like that. It just has to do what it needs to do, even if what it needs to do is a bit clunky.
Squad composition reorganized. Re-establishing data link.
I do believe this game did take some emphasis from the Armored Core series, mostly because, well, it feels very Armored Core in a lot of its mechanics. But I think that was the sentiment at the time, because when this game came out, a lot of people referred to it as the Armored Core for the modern age, because it had a very similar fighting style to Armored Core. And well, we hadn't had an Armored Core in a very long time when this game came out.
Yes, sir. You get all that, Johnny?
Loud and clear. Rookie, don't rush too far ahead of us. We gotta keep our damage as low as possible till we can bring the fight to grief.
That's not to say Armored Core 6 is perfect. Armored Core 6 kind of dropped the pooch at one point. Like, Armored Core 6 has, Armored Core series had choice-based consequences, where depending on who you side with in certain missions, or more accurately, whose missions you take at certain choices, that will set you down certain paths, and those paths will branch into other paths, so on and so forth. In Armored Core, there's a choice halfway through. There's 2 choices. The only choice that matters is at the end of the game, and that will dictate what storyline you end up on, A or B. But what they don't tell you is that there's a choice at the early point of the game that connects to another point of the game. But if you pick a different choice, you instead connect to a different line that's supposed to connect to a different branch. For example, I was playing through the story normal, right? And eventually I had this choice where I had to help out the rebels or help out the soldiers. I helped out the normal guys at first, then I helped out the rebels. And what I found is when I went out to help out the rebels, they had conversations and dialogue that was relevant to me if I was doing the entire rebel line. So I feel like the game was supposed to lock you into a story branch until you got to the end game. Or maybe the choice that locks you in was supposed to be earlier. So because of that, the story can become disorienting if you suddenly change your allegiance halfway through, because the game doesn't accommodate for the fact that you've changed allegiance. It just assumes you've always been with that side from the get-go. So it continues on as if you had all that knowledge that you don't have. And, well, there you go. That's like the only imperfection of the Armor Core I've been able to find. 6, I mean. Armor Core 6.
Amusing. I will put you in your place.
Defeated so easily.
A whole lot of stuff I don't need. Okay. They're up there, which is not good. No, I haven't played Armor Core 6 in a very long time now that I think about it. I still have it installed on the PC. I planned to go back to it at some point, but I never got around to it. God, Gloom is determined to use that big-ass laser cannon. Come on, go down. You may think you won't bend, but I kind of need you to bend. Do me a favor and bend over. Where is he? Fuck, that fucking melted me there.
Why can't I defeat them?
Calm yourself, Gloom. You're too far from the Dominator.
What? When did that happen?
Gotcha! Lieutenant!
Damn!
Oh no, they're pointing a gun at their face.
Now's your chance, rookie. Infiltrate the Dominator.
Oh no.
Get out of my way! I can't let them through!
You know, if they really want to be threatening, that gun should be pointed at their cockpit.
Got this under control.
Give him hell, rookie. We're counting on you.
Attention. This appears to be the center. And
Oh.
that is...
And that is... Oh. Hello. Okay. Something's up with his suit.
At last you've come. Do you remember what I told you? The future is already decided. Nothing you do will change it. Fate's threads once spun cannot be unspun. Yes, the future will remain unchanged. And yet, there is one thing I do not know.
Hmm?
We created you because your existence was necessary once all had been spun. You have done well, Daemon. I cannot thank you enough. Now, you have come here for the reason I have, In search of the answer to the question, which of us will become the scion of the Dominator's will?
So we're manufactured.
Don't think this has anything to do with whether one of us is...
I knew we were
truly
special.
right. That would be a mistake. This is more complicated than that. Those people out there seem to believe this is some plan of my own creation, but they are wrong. This is the will of the Dominator. Humanity must free itself from bondage and advance to the next stage. No. Their advancement has already been decided.
Sounds like a kind like it feels like a spin of one of the Gundam teams of Newman's Next Evolution Humans, and how people believe that you need to force the evolution so that humanity can reach for the stars. That humanity is destined to become a star race. And the Newmans was the key to that. You're not wrong. But I believe Noman was operating under his own... No, you're right. Noman was operating under this delusion of grandeur. That the destiny of all... That everything that the whatever it's called was trying to push towards was the death of everything. But that wasn't because they desired death. It was because they were created by humans to bring death. The Metatron, yes. And it's like one of the questions that was brought up in the first OVA was it the right thing to make Metatron into a weapon? And in that way, humanity's obsession with destruction was a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because they created Metatron for the express purpose of killing. But did you remember, Metatron became jewelry. Yet Metatron that became jewelry didn't possess the corruptive nature of Metatron that were weaponry. So it makes you wonder if Metatron's personality was... Our influence was dictated by the intentions of the creator at the time of creation. And maybe not the intent of the person, but the intent of the creature's existence as a whole. It's viewed as a weapon, thus it believes it's a weapon. Not because someone told it it's a weapon, but because it itself was made as a weapon in concept by the collective perspective of the people that created it. That gets into really weird territory, doesn't it? Well, yeah, Noman was really fucked.
In the end, it doesn't matter whether the final thread in fate's weave is you or me. Because you are me.
What, am I your clone?
But if possible, if I could exercise just a modicum of self-indulgence, I'd like to remain as I am now in the future.
Oh. Is it not simply a fight for... Is he implying that we're both halves of a single existence that's supposed to come about? And that us killing each other now will dictate who dominates the combined existence in the future?
The preparations are finished. There is still time before the fated moment arrives.
Or maybe he's just being melancholy about the fact that the future is destined to change who he is, regardless.
I will have you join me in my self-indulgence. Let's decide who is most worthy of reaching the future.
Oh, maybe it is us being a single entity, or two halves of a whole. Okay, I'm bringing myself straight down because I'm built for land warfare. There he is. Okay.
But today make no attempt to understand. Can you hear the voice of the Dominator?
Yeah, it says it wants candy. Also, you need to hire a maid. Robot maids. If you can't hire any robot maids, then you failed as my scion. I mean, the Dominator scion.
Upon which the promised future rests.
You see the speed at which they shoot by? Without an auto-lock feature, it's really hard to keep an eye on them.
I feel fantastic. The more you resist, the more assured I am of the truth.
Ow! Stop hitting me with rockets! Where is he? I don't see him. There.
Everyone assembled at the Oval Link has a reason to fight, to survive, to save their loved ones, to end the fighting itself. Do you see? All their reasons point to the future, their hopes are high. All futures hold them on themselves. Will our woven future ascend, or yours?
There.
Either is acceptable.
Fuck, 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 fuck. Come on. Where is he? There. Nope.
Do you see the future? Why did you come here? To kill or strength? Your attitude toward the future. You fight on equal terms with me. Even now, you just pass me. Everything is...
Would you see that? He flew into my face and then boom.
Will I lose? Tell me.
Attention. A portion of your firearms control system is disabled. Femto-core synchronicity is unstable. Generator output currently at 62% and plummeting.
I see. How unfortunate that in the end, I could not witness the promised future unfold. But so be it.
Alert. Exceeding unit's action threshold. Detecting errors in the main system. Reboot is impossible.
Now, it begins.
Did he predict his own death in every... It seems he predicted his death.
Grief, you're...
And this is 4. Is that 4's AI?
Attention. Grief's arsenal is confirmed to be inactive.
Mm-hmm.
However, you are not yet victorious. Grief, you're not giving up? Arsenal
Interesting.
Neuralink re-established. Signal detected. Detecting an influx of femtoparticles from Grief's body into his arsenal. Initiating arsenal boot sequence. Data link, normal. Generator pool, normal. Energy limiter released. Electromagnetic armor operating at 700% and rising. Weapon safety mechanism released. Detecting femto response from Grief's arsenal. Femto core reactivating. Unknown energy. Correction. This is not energy. A massive data signal is eroding space. Rewriting main system kernel. Processing.
Right, because at the end of the day,
Vast
4 is a
quantities of
support for
data
all
are
arsenals.
backflowing from the neural link circuit. Searching for Grief's vital signs. Wait, is this Grief? Who are you?
Grief did say he wouldn't survive this.
Do you mean I am Grief? I'm supposed to be Grief? What's happening?
The main system is being overwritten by vast quantities of backflowing data. This is an abnormal situation.
Okay, but where did that come from?
Should already be decided. My head is shattering.
Main system override complete. This situation is abnormal, yet everything is operating as normal. Arsenal rebooting. Grief's unit is currently rebooting, but it is no longer recognizable as an arsenal. Analyzing.
The fuck?
I can no longer distinguish Grief's
Oh.
neural patterns from his unit's control signals. I will ask again. Who are you?
So this thing parasited itself onto him.
Analysis complete. Alert. That is the Dominator.
Oh.
No. I am grief. For now, at least. It seems I want to win. Just accepting it wasn't enough. That's why I was given the right to choose. No. I was given the duty of choosing. Fine. I shall make the decision of my own will. If that is what is necessary to open the path to the future.
Attention. The battle has not ended yet. Maintaining active state of combat readiness. Continue the mission.
As I am now, I could bring down the moon at any time. But before I do, I must root out the source of my sin.
And that is me.
I will cast aside what little remains of my humanity.
Oh.
And bid us both farewell. Goodbye. Futile. As I am now, I know all there is to know of the world. Everything in the distant past is also...
Oh!
It is elusive.
This might actually be fun.
Detecting energy response from portions of the separated...
Oh, this one's gonna be fun. I can feel it. You better be fucking fun. Okay, I have to go into the air for this one. Come on. Oh! Okay, nothing special there, but... Was that back to back? Fuck. But that's a fair bit of damage.
Gravitational response from the Dominator. Displaying the projected area of effect. It has launched a powerful graviton mass. Touching it would be extremely dangerous.
Okay, I have a different problem. It seems my drones aren't here anymore. Wait, that's the least of my problems. I don't have any drones and I have limited ammo. I'm going up. Fuck. Okay, for a last fight, this isn't bad actually. Ooh. Come on. You get some good damage in. Okay, go up a level. Oh, crap. I don't see anything I can use as ammo. And we need a lot of ammo. Shit. Oh shit, what was that? Okay. We've already chewed through more than half of our ammo supply and he's not even half dead. I think the biggest problem I have right now is we don't have access to any any ammo. It's none that I can see. What is that? Last 100 in both arms. No back cannons. Nothing. How do I fight you if I have nothing? That's not good. I saw something big just fly out there. What are you? Shit, we're out. Crap, I'm disengaging. Hopefully something is nearby. Fuck. What do I do about this? We're out of ammo. There's a big ass thing chasing us. The only thing I can think of is to summon my mech and pray it's enough. My clone, I mean. Now that we're completely out of ammo, we're in a bad situation. Wait, is there a way of calling in an ammo supply? I don't think there is. That's not good. Okay, that's one femto level up. We need more though. Maybe that's the best thing I can do right now. Just wait until we get a new femto. Okay. It's going to be a dragged out fight. There it is. Okay. Crap. How's the fight? Where is the boss? Down here? There. Okay, it's taking damage, that's for sure. At least I think it's taking damage. I can't tell anymore. Okay. We'll just keep moving. If we didn't have any of our missing drones, we should be fine. At least if we had drones, we could continue the fight. And I don't see any kind of ammo pickup whatsoever. Makes me wish now I kept something in my left hand and swap out a melee weapon. Okay, do we have enough femto? We got layers of it. But can we do anything with this? I'm not seeing any changes in damage. Do I need to grind out some weaponry? I have this feeling I'm going to need to grind out some weaponry. Because we have the ability, the resources to attack. We're lacking. Sorry, we have the strength to defend, but we don't have the resources to attack. Up until now, I've been relying on the drones, but the drones, well, we've just seen them fall short. So the thing that's bugging me is how do I don't think there's a way of calling in ammo. Seems like this is an endurance fight more than anything. Yeah. I think I'm fucked. Oh yeah, we're very fucked. I'll do one last check up above, see if there's any ammo floating around. If there is, great. If not, well, that's that. To let myself get hit by this, I'm kind of curious. Didn't really do anything. No ammo. Ooh. Ooh. That's a lot of damage. Come on, kill me. Come on, kill me. Someone kill me. I need to go and re-gear myself. I'm gonna have to change out probably my left arm and at least equip a sword or some sort of melee weapon, because we can't fight as we are. Come on. Give me that big ass beam attack. That's right. Hit me. Hello. Where's my mech? There you are. Oh well. God, this place is terrible for fighting as a human. Here we go. Well, it might not be a lot of damage, but it's damage. It's definitely not good damage. Ah, here we go. Look at this itty bitty little pokes. It's actually still getting me hit markers. Oh. Right, let's see if we can, oh yeah, should be better down here. I think. We're not doing fuck all damage. We're doing fuck all damage. I'm killing you. How did you miss? How did you miss twice? 3 times? 4? 5? How did you miss me so many times? I'm literally right here. You're shitting me. That actually did something? If this works. If we get hit once, it's game over. But if this somehow works... Oh, there we go. See how close we got just by punching him with the character? You see how close we got with that? Okay, we're going to have to re-gear the arm. The issue seems to be the left arm. Because we need a guaranteed a weapon that doesn't use ammo. So let's see. Nope, that's not it. Hanger. Equipment, weapons. Left arm. Actually, we should probably change the armor first. Let's see now. Right. We're looking at this. No, that's not much better. I'm trying to remember which ones did what. Ossus isn't bad. We lose a little bit of health. Total defense goes down. Various types of defenses go up. Lock-on time drops. That's not bad. Flight time, no, don't care. Fire support, who cares? Shot delayed, not bad. This is comparable. Okay. Yeah, the raw stats are better on the Ossus. Okay, weapon-wise, we need in the left hand a good weapon. Reach AT. Is that L for long? All right. This is the really popular one, the Astrius, whatever it is. Oh, this one's been improved upon. That's the one I've been using. S is for short range. Here's the long range one. Long range one doesn't have any... Okay, I'll take the long range one. Because we're going to have to fight in a very long range. Shoulder weapons, all. I'm using Graceful Lust, which has been very useful so far. The biggest problem is that so far they can be shot down. You have to be very careful with that going forward. Okay. There's nothing worth putting on the left pylon. It's the right pylon. Sorry, the right pylon. We put things on the left one. Let's see now. Which one has the best raw stats? Well, I forgot about that massive hammer, but I don't think I need that. Let's see now. 296, this is slightly stronger. Total weight is better with this as well. Okay. I guess this will have to do. Yep, the only thing we can do now is pray that this was the right choice. Because I don't even know what type of swing is on this weapon. I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. What do you mean by how long did this game feel to you? Do you mean like length of time to play?
Attention.
There was a couple of points where the game did feel a little too long. But at the same time, the game isn't that long. I feel like parts of it are drawn out, yeah. But I think if the game was longer and more time was spent learning about the different people and different factions and get to know them as a person, the game would have been much better. So it feels long, but not long enough, if that makes sense.
Grief's arsenal is confirmed to be inactive. However, Grief, you're detecting an influx of femtoparticles from Grief's body into his arsenal. Initiating arsenal bootsy.
Okay, we'll just skip this.
Rewriting main system kernel. Analysis complete.
Futile. As I am now, I know all there is to know of the world. Everything in the distant past is also the future. It is illusory. Words cannot...
Detecting energy response from portions
okay.
of the separated dominator. Attack incoming.
By the looks of it, we still got... Okay. It looks so far to be fairly okay. Damage is fine. The... Damn it. What the hell is hitting me there? Also, my drone's dead again. Yeah. So my drones are actually a massive detriment in this fight.
Alert. Detecting a strong gravitational response from the Dominator.
Okay.
Displaying the projected area of effect. It has launched a powerful graviton mass. Catching it would be extremely dangerous.
What's going on here? Whatever that is, I can see it, but I can't destroy it. Okay. Where is he? Okay, it's not a lot of damage, but it's still some damage. God, what's going on with this guy? He's getting me lovely. Think he's above me? Yeah, he's above me. Okay, we'll focus in on basic attacks. Try and get some good damage in. Okay, make full use of our clone if we can. Ooh. I really don't like that attack. It kind of juggles you. What's he up to? No, seriously, what's he up to? Nothing? He's up to nothing? Felt like he was up to something. Okay, that's bullshit. It circled around into me. Where is he? I can hear him, but I can't see him. There. It's little fucking drones. Not good. We're taking a much bigger beating this time round. Where are they? Shit, where is that? We'll just keep applying as much damage as we can. We're very low on energy though. or not energy, bullets. Crap. I swear. Can you stop hitting me with the same attack? We're nearly dead. Not good. It seems slapping him with the energy dildo is not working. Crap. There it is. We're almost out of energy. Ah. Okay. How do I deal with this bastard? Nothing feels right while fighting him. Like, absolutely nothing feels right. Gonna have to do something with the back parts as well. Back, auxiliary. Shoulders. How much ammo? Total ammo 440, 4 of 30, damage 1k, 600. The biggest problem again is the ammo count. It has such huge defense, but at the same time I'm not properly geared, I think. Like, if I wanted to be properly geared for this guy, I need to farm parts in higher leveled areas, which is a problem because I think I need to do it multiplayer. We'll swap to Excalibur for its higher damage. I suppose we're doing hit and runs. I imagine the Vargar is probably the better choice. MP. I suppose that's one way of looking at it. I'm fairly certain this is the final boss. Let's see, what do I have? Kusanagi is not great for armor either. That's way too big. I do know the bazooka arms have stupid damage, but I think I have to upgrade them. Not kind of for the giggles, can I do a bazooka arm loadout? I can. Okay. We are about to do something very stupid. I don't know if this stupid as fuck, highly destructive loadout is actually going to amount to anything. I hear this type of loadout is a boss killer, but I assume you have to actually get the 3-slot version.
Attention.
We're using the 0-slot version.
Grief's arsenal is rewriting main system kernel.
Futile. As I am now, I know all there is to know of the world. Everything in the distant past is also the future. It is illusory. Words cannot.
Detecting energy response from portions of the separated Dominator. Attack incoming.
Oh my god.
Alert. Detecting a strong gravitational response from the Dominator. Displaying the projected area of effect. It has launched a powerful graviton mass. Touching it would be extremely
Oh my
dangerous.
god. Oh my Jesus Christ. There we go. I think that's the third time. Third or fourth time we fought that boss. Look at that.
I have not lost. This is just one process that leads to one potential future. All futures will eventually converge. Perhaps in the very depths of my soul I feared it. Maybe I wanted to believe I would not be the one to save humanity from its fated destruction. Or did I? I don't even know anymore. If the bonds you forged through battle can rewrite
Less than 2 minutes.
itself, perhaps humanity is not as foolish as I believed. Finally, I am freed. But before I disappear, I must tell you something. In the future I saw, the barrier encasing this world had come down, and I guided the next stage of human evolution to the stars and beyond. Still, I had doubts that I alone could decide humanity's future. That's why I created you. To share the responsibility placed upon me. escaping the spiral of annihilation to proliferate across the cosmos. This is originally supposed to happen before a planetary system expires. We only fell here due to unforeseen circumstances. Yes, that is the true reason intelligent life was sired on this planet. Thus, to
He's just
fulfill the
rambling.
task assigned by my creator, I had to accelerate the process in its entirety.
Now choose.
Oh.
Will you help us achieve life's true purpose? Or will you search this land for a hope that can never be found?
Search for hope or fulfills life purpose. So it's asking me if I want to bring in force human evolution here and now by freeing the Dominator and dropping the moon. Or do I delay the inevitable and search for what could be? It was very clever to include 4 in that. Very clever. That's actually a very strong moment right there. Let's search for hope. We'll delay the inevitable.
The end has come. I am the Deus Ex Machina. What you call the Dominator from my multitude of names.
Wait, 4's the Dominator?
I am not a single existence, nor am I a legion of existences. What I am. As the scion who will inherit the gift that is my power, Daemon, I'm certain you understand now. All I can do is give you the power to decide. Repeated since time immemorial, in multiple new worlds across the cosmos. What goal will you pursue? Where will you go? The reins of this planet are yours.
So Dominator isn't a herald of destruction, it's a herald of choice. The destruction that came was the choice of humanity.
Rookie!
Interesting.
Hey! Over here! Over here!
The story does have its moments, I will give it that. Overall, it's so-and-so. Oh right, I augmented my eyes. I forgot about that. There's a feature in the game that I really like, where you can augment your player character for when you're fighting outside of your mech. And that's and some of the augments physically transforms your body. That includes replacing your arms or your legs or portions of your face with mechanical replacements. It's very clever. But it's also kind of a pain because you can't really. Different tiers have different extremes, and you can't choose not to have the physical changes occur, and you can't choose what they look like. So if you picked, say, I don't know, a light frame all around, but then you pick the heavy arms, you have this Titanic out of place looking arms and these itty bitty little legs. I'll give the story credits. It's not a bad story. It's not a bad game. It just executes the story a little weirdly. Like, it has all the potential of being an extremely strong, extremely powerful story, but it doesn't put enough time to emphasize the really important things for the individual characters for you to actually give a shit about them. Which is funny because people still find a deep connection with characters like Rusty from Armored Core 6, despite how little we actually directly interact with him. But the caricature of the characters are very honest and to the point. And I think the the delivery of their lines with the overall flow of the story works really well in their favor. I think that's why those characters, despite having so little time invested into them story-wise, comes off so strong, because they're directly related to the overarching story that's going on. While in this case, they weren't. Well, not true. Innocence had a direct relation, then they cut off that direct relation almost right away. So Innocence you can form a connection with. And Johnny, you can form a connection with Johnny, because Johnny's been with you from the start. But everyone else, no. Well, sort of. The Brigadier Commander, you could form a connection with him, and you could probably form a connection with the hacker girl that you join up with at one point in the story. So it does have that going in its benefits. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Well, as it currently stands, the only possibility for humanity to have fully functioning mechs that won't crush themselves under their own gravity is if we end up in space. Basically, we'd have to pull a Gundam, where we develop mechs in space specifically for space work. Apparently, gravity is too much right now for any bipedal mech, at least, to function properly. I imagine even quadrupeds would struggle. But then again, tread-based mechs should be possible, right? Because they're tread-based, they'd have a flared base. And most of their operations will be pivoting like a tank. Tank-based mechs should be possible too. Because we do have titanic construction vehicles, like size of massive fucking buildings. So any type of mech with a vehicular underbelly should be functional, right? Theoretically. Like the biggest problem is that you can't really have a bipedal mech, because gravity will put it on its ass. But if you removed the need for gravity, then the only issue is how fast it can travel. But then again, if you put treads on a giant mech, the other issue becomes terrain. Because a giant mech that big can't really traverse mountains or forestry or any hyper terrain, major terrain. You'd only be able to deploy it in certain locations, and imagine in some cases not even well, because if you're going to build a mech, you'd want to build it for infrastructure, so the mech could be big but wouldn't be that big. Then again, most mechs aren't necessarily the size of fucking multiple buildings. They could be literally the size of a building, because you only need to fit one person in the mech. Look, that means you don't even need a big mech. A mech half the size of a building is good enough, right? It doesn't have to be a giant mech. But giant mechs now, that's a problem, because you're limited to the size of roads. It's still a mech. A treaded mech is still a mech. It might be a tank type mech, but it's still a mech. Bipedal legged mechs, bipedal mechs, quadruped mechs, that's where things get iffy. Because gravity is a bitch. And size. Size as well. The other side, like, again, the ideal scenario for mechs is that with legs, it can fight in any kind of terrain, in any kind of environment. If you stick treads on it, it can only work in pavement areas, places with flatlands and concrete. Plus, the bigger you make a mech, the environment itself would have to be adjusted. The settlements themselves would have to be adjusted for the mech size. So your mech can't be any bigger than the infrastructure, the roads that operates on, regardless of what type of mech you go for. Yeah, Dolores would probably struggle. Who knows, maybe one day we'll develop a technology that's capable of nullifying gravity. A type of float ring, if you will. And when that happens, we'll have super mechs. Super mechs that if you shoot the float ring, they'll fall to their deaths. Wonder if the Macross mechs would work. Because the Macross mechs are just slightly larger jets that can transform into mechs. I mean, transforming mechs wouldn't work. That'd be too frail and brittle. But the scale of the mech, if it was at the Macross level, would it work? And if bipedal mechs is an issue, what about adding more legs? Like, would a 6-legged mech work? Fuck, would an 8-legged spider mech work? So at that point you only need to move so many legs, and you only need the non-moving legs to maintain its balance. So in theory, could that work? Dunno. I'm not a scientist, I'm not an engineer. But it's a toss. A literal gravity reversing field for a mech so it doesn't eat shit. Yep. That would be awesome. Heck, if we ever figure that out, we can probably make floating cities. I bet you if we ever got floating cities, the super elites would be flying in the cities. And they'd be throwing their garbage down onto the land. And be getting some of those old-fashioned dystopian movies. But in real life. So do we get a stinger, an after story? Welcome to your battlefield. The ending is vague. Promise you something. If we ever develop mechs, it was specifically because of war. Big leap in technology always happens because of it. That is true. That is very true. And if it's not because of war, it's because of super rich neckbeards with access to insane technology would 100% do it. You know they would. You know, if we had the technology to do hyperdrive and super hyper elite nerds had an insane access to money and resources, they would 100% build the Enterprise, and they will literally try and travel the universe in the Enterprise. It is not even a possibility, it's 100% something that will happen. Fuck, I guarantee you, if we had that type of life, every type of starship that has ever existed in media will pop up. You have the Death Star, the Falcon, the Millennium Falcon. You'd have every fucking Andromeda. You probably have the Normandy actually from Mass Effect. Like if you can name a starship, it would be made. And it'll just be out there. And you know someone will figure it out. I mean, the people can go around building car replicas like Back to the Future and all that. You know they'll do it to a starship. I can't believe this disgusting looking mech just walked up to that final boss and was like, nope. Game over. And just eviscerated him. This horrific looking monstrosity. Fair. But imagine an Emperor ship or the Millennium Falcon. People would try and pull it off. They might do a downscaled Millennium Star. Or Death Star. Like a heavily downscaled one. But still possible. Be really interesting, right? But yeah, no, you're right. This thing came in, went boom, boom, boom. Shot the little lasers on the back just for the giggles. And then just walked out. This was the single most disgusting build. We fought the first time we fought that boss. He drained us of all our ammo, left us helpless. Second time we fought him, he did so much damage to us, we just couldn't help but get eviscerated. Third time we fought him, just equip the cannons. That's all it took. The fact that the back-mounted hyper cannon thingies worked as well is hilarious. At least we now know how to use it. Just hold down L1 and it just goes pew. But yeah, we've beaten the game. You know the one thing we haven't done yet? Oh, I see messages. We defeated Grief, but BG didn't want to reveal publicly that we saved humanity from annihilation. He didn't think the time was right. Also, 4 told us that the Oval Link project is over. We immediately found out what that meant. The barrier surrounding the Oval Link, no, I guess the Oval Link itself, started to open up. Let me tell you, that was a huge news all around the world. After all, femtoparticles are fatal to non-outers. Apparently, the consortium has begun developing tech that neutralizes the harmful effects of femtoparticles. I don't know what this tech does exactly, but BG says it'll help humanity survive. Unfortunately, that means the battle over femto won't be ending anytime soon, but I'm not too disappointed about that. The world still needs reclaimers like you and me. We gotta keep fighting and hope everything works out in the end. Until the day this world of ours finally reclaims its blue sky. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back into the last mission and we're going to see if the other ending does anything. Because we were given a choice, so let's make both choices. And now that we know we can do this absolute disgusting thing with this cannon, let's just go ham.
Attention. Rewriting main system kernel.
Futile. As I am now, I know all there is to
Oh.
know of the world. Everything in the distant past is also the future. It is illusory.
What the fuck does that mean?
Detecting energy response from portions of the separated dominator. Attack incoming. Alert. Detecting a strong gravitational response from the dominator. Displaying the projected area of effect. It has launched a powerful graviton mass. Touching it would be extremely dangerous.
Come on, get close to me. I want to punch you. Look how absolutely obnoxious this is.
Sorry, but he just sounds like discounted no man to me.
I don't blame you for thinking that. But no man is like the extreme and he's the standard we follow.
The choice has been made.
There we go.
The Dominator's response is weakening.
And that's twice now we've done it in a row. These cannons are stupid.
This is just one process that leads to one potential.
Fulfill life's purpose. Please give me a different ending. Show me something interesting.
Cosmic Scion. A new world awaits.
And so, the battle for humanity's survival came to an end. In the center of Oval, the Reclaimers stood victorious. But two names were nowhere to be found on the list of survivors: Grief, and a mercenary known only as Rookie. Those who once fought by their side kept silent of their whereabouts. The Consortium nations announced to all humans and all Reclaimers the end of the Oval Link project. But the celebrations that followed were short-lived. The containment barrier separating the world came down, unleashing femtoparticles and the Immortals on the human race. The world was about to change. As evolution continues its inexorable march beneath the reddening sky, what remains of the human race will transform into a new species. But in due time, Earth will become a place they can no longer call home. In the crushing despair which accompanied that realization, a small glimmer of hope could be found. Now, through their collective effort, the human race is ready to initiate their plan to escape to the stars above. There, a new Earth waits, blue and pristine. The journey will be fraught with difficulty, but there is no doubt that they will succeed. And while it may not happen for several millennia, there is also no doubt that they will come home someday. To this red planet watched over by its shattered moon. Until then, I will wait so that I may witness the future you have chosen.
Why does this feel like the real ending?
Life's journey has only just begun.
So essentially, we condemn the planet, and we force humanity to finally take the steps needed to leave. They become a new race in the process, and someday they'll return back to their original planet. That doesn't really sound like a bad, like all we really did, other than make the immediate future bad or hard, is we made the long future better. We get a better long-term future. And then if we take the search for hope, all we really do is operate under this vague notion that we might be able to control the femto, or at least eliminate the dangerous levels of the femto, so regular humans can survive. But it's implied that that's like a stopgap and ultimately is going to fail. I suppose in both instances we still end up with with humanity evolving. But I suppose in the first instance we don't leave the planet. The question is whether or not the planet actually survives. And if we don't leave the planet and it doesn't survive, then we've basically killed off humanity. Weird choice, isn't it? Because it's almost like rekindling the flame or swallow the pill. Extinguish the flame and move on to something new. True. That's true. It's like you could continue, but it's a hopeless cycle that would ultimately result in in temporary reprieve, but ultimately a failed future, where you have to continuously loop the cycle, kind of like Dark Souls. And then, if you just let it happen, again, you're swallowing the pill, you're moving on to the Age of Dark. And the result is, well, I suppose in Dark Souls' case, the pygmies are beings of the dark, so We kind of reach our natural state. In this case, we evolve into superhumans and we move into a better planet. And then there's the possibility of reclaiming our old planet. So it's not like we lose anything. It's kind of weird, isn't it? The bad ending, the ending where you have to give up everything, is arguably the better ending. Because we have a defined answer, we know what's going to happen. While the so-called hopeful ending is just that. Hopeful. Wishful thinking. A desperate bid for a maybe. It's kind of cruel in that sense, doesn't it? Because it kind of implies that throughout this entire ordeal, we haven't really been fighting for anything. Sorry, we've been fighting for a hope, an immediate future, but not for an end to the overarching conflict. Just an end to our immediate inconvenience. But if we swallow the pill, as you said, we face that, we put aside the immediate inconvenience and face the harsh reality. And in doing so, we save ourselves in the long run. I don't know. It's okay. I think the story's okay. It's the endings at least give you something to think about. And that's good. If the ending can make you think, then I think it's good. The ending's good enough. No new messages. My guess is that if we defeated Grief, we get this, or whatever choice we do, we get this anyway. And it's just telling us what happens in the immediate future. Yeah, that's a good way to interpret it, I think. Okay, that gets rid of all those little icons. I can't complain. The game was okay. It wasn't bad. It was an experience. Sure, I think some of the character development fell flat. But I think the overarching story was good. I think the ending made me think, and because it made me think, I think it was a good ending. I see why people compared it to Armored Core, but I'd like to treat it as its own independent existence. Because while there are a lot of similarities, I feel this differentiates itself just enough to be its own entity. And that's a good thing. I like it when a game can claim that it's its own existence. Like, it's fine if a game says it plays off like this, or like that, or it's very similar to this and that. But I like it when a game can say... When you can look at a game and say, yeah, this is this game, and you don't think, this is just X game, but not as good, or a little better. I don't think that's... I feel like... I think you get what I mean. I'm rambling now at this point. It has identity. That's good. That's good enough. It might not be a game-changing existence of a game, but it does what it needs to do, and it does it well enough. Except they did not give us the ability to pet the damn dog. That will forever be a negative, a hard negative against the game. It got the bonus point for giving us a dog. It lost the point for not letting us pet that dog. My God. Oh, the dog has a prosthetic leg. That's kind of cute. Is that an ear clip? Yeah, it has an ear clip as well. That dog's gonna go into combat, I can imagine. Ah. And for good reason. Let us pet the doggo. The doggo is there, you know. Let us pet it. But like I said, I think it's a good game. I think it's fine. It does what it needs to do and it does it well enough. That's more than what it needs to do. Oh. I don't think there's much left to do today. We done what we need to do. We had a little bit of fun. We did our RPG Maker stream. We finally finished this one game. We got to experience the story a little bit. I know I literally just streamed the end of the game. We didn't actually stream any of the beginning. Believe it or not, I originally considered streaming the game. But the problem is that once you beat a bit the story, that's it. It's done. You can't go back and replay it. Because I couldn't replay it, I just gave up on the idea of playing the story again. Or streaming the game. But today was a good excuse to actually finish the game. Oh, there's a tag here called Mechs. There's a bunch of mech games that are out there that I'm interested in. But, I want a cheap game. I don't plan to play Mech Warriors anytime soon. Battle Operations is heavy gacha, so I don't want to play it yet. Gundam Breaker is coming out. I want to play that. Gundam Breaker 4, I mean. Been a long time since we had a Gundam Breaker game. I think the last one was 3 on the PSP. Who doesn't love a cheap game? You're right. Everyone in their right mind loves a good, free, cheap game. Free or cheap. Mech Warriors, I think I played 3 a long time ago. From what I remember, it was a really fun game. No doubt about that. God, I'm having flashbacks to watching different people do Mech Warrior games. I actually remember there's this Let's Play out there by someone who basically did a voice acted the entire fucking game with different characters, but rewrote the story. So that was about a bunch of people, a disgraced princess trying to fight back against the Opa Goppelmark, which has taken over the world through death, and that the entire universe is in a permanent state of death because there's massive conglomerate of supermarkets. And you're basically trying to fight your way back, fight your back for your ownership of the planet through rebellion and guerrilla warfare. And the fact that this person went through so much effort just to rewrite the story like that, I'll always remember that. Is there anything here I want? I remember when back in the day rock songs would be in games. Yeah. Sometimes you still get rock songs in games. Sometimes. But I know what you mean. There was a certain style of rock song that was just absolutely fantastic, you know? Mech Warriors had Getting Away with Murder. That is a nice one. Generation Zero is technically a mech game, but it's human versus mechs. I've already played through Titanfall 2. That was a fun game. Wall World. Roguelite, mining, tower defense, pixel graphics, roguelite. Why is it in the mech section? Ooh. This looks interesting. I see a mech. There's a mech game coming out that's an extraction-based looter shooter with PvE and PvP, but it's mech themed. That might be fun. I'm putting that on my wish list. It's called Stinguality Echoes of Ada. We'll see if we'll see what that's going to be like in the future. That one seems hope. Oh, it's by Bandai is publishing it. The developers is Game Studio Inc. That's actually not a bad lineup. Imagine a mech game of you being a mech versus human. That'd actually be kind of hilarious in a way. Wouldn't that basically be the plot of Terminator? I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, that's an AI waifu right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has an AI waifu. Okay, I think I'm sold. Echoes of Sensuality 2023. You might be a year late. Well, it does say we have our own personal waifu to keep, a personalized partner to keep. We'll have to wait and see how that pans out. I imagine if someone can steal your waifu, you could probably either make a new one or get it back. And imagine if you can get it back, it's like this big ass mission, a little mission where we infiltrate the enemy's area and just fuck him up. Well, we'll see how it pans out. But usually when a game says that your character can be stolen, it usually includes you have a window of opportunity to steal it back. Fucking train simulator. Why are you in the mech section? You're not even tagged mech. It's just a random collection of stuff. Well, all I know is that it's still on the to be announced list, so I don't know if it's the same game you're thinking of, but it'd be interesting if it was. God, an also Bachelor mech game. Well, if it's like a horde shooter, that's not too bad. Or tower defense. You're not wrong. And there was that super train tank thing that existed during World War II. So it's not like a train can't be battle ready. I'm looking at all these different games and I'm just questioning what, like, it's like a lot of games are kind of dodging the mech genre by just making the mech the afterthought. If that makes sense. Like, I know you could argue Surge 2 is mech-like, but I don't think that would fall into that tag easily. Humanity yearns for the mech, it does. It would be a lie to say it doesn't. The mech is the one true fate of all of humanity. Let's check my wish list. Maybe there's a new game out there that I find interesting. Cash Teller, Evolve, The Beginner Guide, Hasso Full Boyfriend. Yeah, well, I won't say Cyberpunk because there's a certain team behind Cyberpunk. I feel like it's kind of a mix. Cyberpunk with a kind of a mecha, a scrapyard mech feel to the parts, if that makes sense. Definitely not a mech game though. Apparently it was listed as gore, but for some reason they're giving me a gore section in the mech section, and I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know. There's some interesting mech games out there, or going to be out there, but they're not out yet. It's like people are only waking up to the possibility of mech games being decent today, or recently. Because we have Gundam Breaker coming out, we have... oh god. 2 new mech games that I can't think the name of right now coming out as well. One of them is your classical arena shooter, you know. And the other one seems to be your classic looter shooter, which is not bad. Then you have things like custom mechs and other stuff. Oh, I get her a lot as well. She comes on offer on discount a lot, and she pops up in my feed whenever she does. There's another tag called Robots. That I didn't see before. Let's see if we can hit this tag. There it is. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach is the first pop-up. I suppose Robots is a bigger stretch than mechs. Only a couple of more hours for EDF. How many is a couple? Because it's 11 o'clock for me. Let's see, is there a release date? The game plans to unlock in approximately 8 hours. Yep, 9 hours it'll be available to play. Well, the pre-order purchase ends in 9 hours, and I assume that's the pre-purchase order, I mean. And I assume when that 9 hours kicks over, that's it, it's done. So I'm looking at 8 AM by the time it's ready. Oh, I can't wait. I really can't. Actually, I'm going to have to message my friend to let him know that it's coming out. Okay, a whole fuck ton of notices and notifications today. You know, I'm probably going to get as much as I can done really early tomorrow. And then then I'll start downloading it, and when I download it, I'm just going to start playing it. Which means I might start streaming very early. Who knows when I stop. I really can't wait. It's just here. It's right around the corner. Unless I pull an all-nighter, you never know. In fact, I might go down to the shop at like 8 in the morning. Pick up, set this to download at 8. Go down to the shop, buy like a case of Monster, come back, sit down, crack open 2 cans, chug the both of them at the same time, and then just go in ham.
Home stretch, Dom. Almost there.
Almost there. I can't wait. First thing I'm going to do as soon as I can, I'm going to equip Gura. I'm going to go throw her into a bunch of horde of insects. Not even a question. She's going straight into the insects. No, I put the bathtub behind me. We won't ever have to worry about the bathtub ever again. I'm not sure I could survive another bathtub. Okay, I'm going to get off. Apparently the cushion on my headphones is starting to peel my skin on my ears. So I'm going to call it here. Everyone's that's available should join us. Oh, well, you have 3 hours before you're finished your job, so you're going to have to sit down and get it done. To protect the planet's crust. Okay. God, I look forward to this game. I am so looking forward to this game. Looking at screenshots of the game, and I really want to play this game. Oh, dear God. Anyway, thank you for everyone who popped in. Thanks for everyone who's lurking. Thanks to anyone who watches in the future. I have finished this game and I am done, and tomorrow we're going to be we're definitely going to be playing EDF6, and we're not going to be thinking about it. We're going to be playing it. We're going to binge it. And then once we're done binging it, I'm going to go ahead and not show you the rest of the game. And then when I beat the game, we're going to come back and we're going to play it again, but this time on live. And when we play it on live, you get to watch me as I clap cheeks to my giant super robots. Yeah. Anyway, good luck, have fun, I wish you all the best. I am going now, my ear needs the rest. Bye.